All right. Hey guys. So today we have a special guest. Leslie Munsell from Beauty for Real is here today to give us a makeup tutorial. And I just spent the last like 5 minutes literally sort of freaking out about the anxiety I feel about putting my makeup on. And so Leslie's here to help talk me off the ledge. And I think about Brene Brown, and I'm gonna embrace the suck that I do not know much about makeup. I'm a pretty easygoing, straightforward person where it's like a little eyeliner, a little mascara, of course, I cannot leave my house without the MVP, which is how I met Leslie, also through the Brook, which is, we'll talk about that in a minute. But this, I cannot live without this. This is like the
The
most
best.
amazing thing ever. So this, I don't function without that. The MVP is incredible, and it doesn't sweat all. I mean, usually if I were wearing makeup, it would just like sweat off my face and it'd be on my shirt. And your makeup is amazing. So I just want to introduce everybody to you. And if you want to talk a little bit about, you're like the makeup artist for the equestrians. So tell us all about you and how you're just magical.
Okay, well, thanks for that. Thanks for the magical part. I am super excited to be here with you today, JJ, because, okay, so I've been a makeup artist for probably more than 30 years. I'm kind of old. Um, and have had the wonderful opportunity really to travel all over the world working with celebrities of all kinds, actors and actresses and supermodels and sports people and da 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 da. But the biggest thrill of all is working with the equestrian world because,
We
those
need the
are,
most help.
well, no, not, no, not that. No, okay, for example, you can work with Leonardo DiCaprio and Mariah and Shakira and all these people, right? And it's super exciting. I'm not saying that it's not, it is. But when I met you guys, so you and Allie Brock and Casey Perry and Debbie McDonald and, all of the women that I've met through the Brook, that to me was like, oh my God, this is so exciting because that's, dressage is my sport and you guys are the top of the dressage sport. So for me, that was the most exciting thing of all. But so just to kind of put it all in perspective as to what's interesting, what I think about Beauty for Real for athletes is, I used to work a lot with Venus and Serena. And so when I was developing the product line, it was really, that was part of the background, or let's say the DNA was that it was really meant for women who are super busy athletes, which means, high performance, sweat proof, long wear, all of those things with great ingredients that are good for your skin. So hence what you're talking about with the MVP, which is the most fabulous product. So all of it is kind
Amazing.
of that. Yeah. And then, my approach to beauty is a little bit simplistic. I like to think, that what I really like is working with women who are not professional beauties, like models and actresses and things who get their makeup done all the time, because, you really only need a handful of a few really great products and have a little bit, a technique to put it on and have it perform and wear all day and you don't think about it again. So I like to just, really focus on a few things and do them really well. And that's it. So it doesn't have to be complicated and it doesn't have to be time consuming and, complicated, confusing, all of that. Because I think when most women walk into a cosmetic counter, whether you're in, Sephora or Nordstrom or Walgreens or Walmart or wherever you buy it, you walk in there and it's like, oh my God, there's so much stuff there. It's so
Oh
overwhelming.
yeah.
You don't even know where to start, right?
I'm like totally intimidated to be like, I don't even know where to start
Yeah.
picking things out. And so then I walk away.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what happens to a lot of people is they just sort of like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just not going to do anything. So what I find is really great is to just learn a few techniques, a few really great products that you feel confident that you can do, because it really does elevate, your mood when you go out and you feel like you look
Look good.
better, it's empowering,
we all want
so
to look good.
you want to look good. That's right. And obviously you don't have a lot of time. You're not going to spend 30 minutes in front of the mirror, I think, in your whole life, probably ever.
No.
It ain't going to happen. So let's do it really quick, down and dirty. But something that you've always asked me about, which I think we're going to try to focus on today, is to do a smoky eye.
No. Yes. And I
It
First off,
doesn't
I
have
just
to
want
be
to say,
complicated.
I feel cool that you like know all these famous people and you're like a makeup artist to the famous people, and like Venus and Serena are like such amazing athletes, so that I feel like cool just like knowing you, and like that you're like you're that amazing. And then I also think like how cool is that this makeup line has been basically created with the woman athlete in mind,
Yeah.
which is like we're all sweating and we're all, I mean, we're probably a little more dirty than people on tennis courts and, basketball courts, but like, I mean, it is like incredible how well this stays in place.
Yeah.
And just a little history too with how Leslie and I met. Leslie, uh, we are really involved with the Brook USA, and that's a wonderful organization that's a 501c3 that helps working donkeys, mules, and horses in third world countries. And what's incredible about their work and why I feel so honored and blessed to be a part of that organization is that we don't just like give money and then like send water buckets over. Like we have people on the ground that work with the people that have the horses, and we use reusable things. Like there's a lot of recycling going on, there's a lot of education happening. So all of the help that we give to these families who own these horses, by educating them to it's all like sustainable, which is kind of incredible. And I was able to make a trip to Guatemala. I'm sure at some point I'll talk to Allie and Casey Perry about that too, to share, we'll do a little talk about the Brook. And that's really how Leslie and I met. And we love to, do anything we can to bring awareness to how helping horses, donkeys, and mules around the world really helps the people who care for them. So I first met Leslie when she created our lipsticks. Oh, that's upside down. There we go. The
Oh, now it's
lipstick.
upside down.
And this is the JJ. Oh, that's so weird. Well,
Yeah, you know
anyway,
what?
it's the Brook USA.
I
And
wanted to
I
ask
got the
everyone
JJ.
if they were aware of the fact that JJ has her own lipstick color named after her. So
And I
that's
gotta
pretty
say,
cool.
it looks really pink on the package, but it's not that pink. It looks actually really natural and great. So I'm gonna put that on later
I'll
when
be
we're all
putting that
done.
one on. Are you ready to jump
Anyway,
into
I
it?
just wanted to, I'm ready. I'm still kind of freaking out, but
Okay, so here's what we're
I'm
going to
ready.
start with, because hydration is key to great makeup. You need your skin to be hydrated first. So you have this, right?
I do.
This is Beauty for Real's hydrating and glow oil, which we're going to,
oh my God,
we're going to apply.
brighten me all up. Okay, here we go.
So it's a little
we're
dropper,
beginning.
and so JJ, this is all organic and it's plant oils. So it's really great for your skin. I use a ton of it because I have dry skin, but you can use it in your hair. You can use it on your cuticles. You can use it anywhere on your body where you have a lot of dryness. I know going into winter, we all are sort of feeling that.
Yeah.
And
how often should I do this?
Well,
twice a day.
Depending on how, you have dry skin?
No, I kind of have oily skin. Well,
I have pretty dry skin. I use it twice daily. I just can't get enough. But if you feel like your skin gets oily with it, using it twice a day, then just use it in the morning underneath your makeup, because it'll really make everything go on really nicely.
Great.
Smooth it out. When your hands get dry and your cuticles, rub it into your cuticles. You can, like, if your hair, the ends of your hair are dry, you can smush it in like that too. So it's really great. And it's all organic plant oils. Marula oil is the base. So good stuff. All right. Now.
Yes. Okay.
MVP. I know you've got yours.
Ooh, I do. This, ladies, is the best thing ever. I ride 12 horses a day, and I'm a sweat. I'm a sweater.
Especially in Florida.
I feel like it in Florida. Exactly. I feel like, and I'm in the sun. Like, we've never had it covered in Florida. So like, I'm, from 7:30 till the sun goes down, I am in it. And it's got how much? 25 SPF. I mean,
But you,
my skin has never been healthier.
but you know, it's kind of an important thing that a lot of times gets overlooked is that SPF, it comes in two different ways. You can get it two different ways. One is with a physical block, and the other is with a chemical block. This is a physical block, meaning it's titanium and zinc dioxide, which means that as long as you have it on, it's active and it keeps working. And chemical blocks go dormant after 90 minutes, which is why you have to keep reapplying them. So as long as this is on, it works. Okay, so JJ, do you use the concealer in the cap?
I don't.
Okay, so that's what we're
Again,
gonna. She's going for it. So open the little cap. You know that there's a concealer in there, right?
yes, I think you did tell me that one time. But again, I get scared easy with this.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. So when you can use your finger to put it on. So use your little ring finger and just take a little dab of it, not a lot, hardly at all. Just like tap it in there.
Tap,
And
tap.
then look in the mirror straight ahead and look under your eye and see where there's a darkness, where you see darkness, and then just pat it right into the darkness.
Where you see darkness, just light it up.
Light it up, girl. And that's going to just brighten underneath your eye area. It'll help you. It'll make it look like you slept for 8 hours for the last week every night. And when you're doing this, you don't want to get, I think you're doing it well. You don't want to get too much because, you don't want to look like you've got a raccoon eye underneath your eye. Yeah.
Well,
and
I'm scared that the raccoon eye.
You can put a little bit, JJ, see how I'm putting it up here in the corner too? Like up in the corner here. Because one thing that happens to us as we age is we start to get a little bit more recession in the inner corner of the eye, and they look like they're a little closer together, and that'll help just brighten that too.
All right, separate the eyeballs. There we go.
Separate the eyeballs. And this concealer is meant to be used without a powder. So for those of you guys who are more, using concealers all the time, oftentimes you have to set them with a powder so they don't go into the creases. And this one is meant to be used. It has a little mirror. Yeah, there's a little mirror there, which you can do it
wherever you want.
Yeah, in a pinch, you could definitely use it. Okay, so now I know you already put some MVP on, but I'm going to go through it again a little bit because I want to just talk a little bit about the maximum way to apply this. So let's say that you're going out for dinner with your hubby when we can all do that again.
Oh, yeah. It's our wedding anniversary today. So that's why it's really great that I should do my makeup.
Oh, that's
9
fantastic.
years. Yeah.
Wow.
So this is perfect that I'm going to look okay.
Yeah.
Because I was real pretty for my wedding. And then, now this.
You always look great, no matter what. Okay. So now you're going to, what this product is for, in addition to the sun protection, is that there's also hyaluronic in it. So it's very hydrating without being oily and also gives you great coverage. It's like a medium coverage. So you want to balance your skin tone out. So if you look in the mirror, you could, or look at me because you already put some on, but you see how there's like redness over the bridge of the nose, here in the cheeks, like in the nose, on the chin. So what you want to concentrate on with this is putting it there first, really the areas where you feel like you need coverage. Okay. So for me and most Caucasian people, it's really around the center of our face. And so, when you're putting it on, rather than putting it on like a lotion or a cream or something that you just kind of dab all over, really look and see where you're putting it, making sure that you have even coverage. And then when you have just a little bit of product left on your finger, then go out towards the perimeter of your face so that you don't have as much product there and you've got more concentration in the center here where it's discolored. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then for darker skin tones, what do we do there?
Well, depending on where there is unevenness, I mean, that if your skin tone is really deep, you normally don't have the redness, so then you just want to even out your skin tone. So you look and see where there is any unevenness in the color, and that's where you concentrate it. Okay. Just as a whole. I mean, I have like these, you see these little age spots right here. I always put I'll just put like a little extra dab over those, and that really covers it up and makes them go away. I love that.
Dab, dab, dab. Yep. Away you go.
This is a I think you're right. This is a super amazing product. I love this stuff. If I do say so myself.
I like exactly. You're like, you need to talk about how great it is.
So, and
I
then
love
JJ,
it.
at the end, like when you just have a little bit on your fingers, right? You're
Yes.
gonna want to just
Yep.
pat it over your concealer so that you kind of marry those two textures
Okay.
together, or and
Well,
the tone
that looks
together,
good.
so you don't
Oh
see a
yeah,
line. I got to put a little on
it's
my
happening.
forehead under
It's
the
happening. Me
bangs
too.
here.
Because this is like my stress line right there.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
my
if you're
squint
wearing,
line.
if you're going out,
But
you
I
know,
wear a
like,
hat most of the time.
yeah, you're wearing your helmet or something, then, you know, it's not such a big deal. But
Okay.
if you're not, okay. So what do we think so
Okay.
far? Are you looking
I
more
feel like
even?
I'm,
You're looking
yes.
fresh and fabulous with your concealer
Yep.
on. You look,
I feel like it, yeah, I think it looks really good.
you feel good about
Do
the
you ever go
concealer?
down into the neck? Like, do you ever
Yeah,
like
you
do
know
anything
what?
here?
Again, you know, especially if you're working where you want sun protection,
Yeah.
you can put a little bit down here too onto,
Yeah.
because that skin is really vulnerable to the sun. I know we usually wear like a high neck collar when you're like what you've got on when you're
Right.
riding, but this still leaves all of this open. So yeah, it's good to put a
Yeah.
little there too. And
Okay.
it also makes sure
All
the
right.
color tone is right. So what color MVP are you? Medium 1?
I am medium 2.
You're medium 2. Yeah, me too. And as you know, you go into winter, well, you'll be down here in Florida, so you'll be getting sun still. So you're probably going to stay at a medium 2. But you know, as you go into winter, if you were staying where there's not as much sun, maybe you would do a medium 1. But
Okay.
we have a whole chart on the website that helps people pick their color. Okay, are
Okay.
you ready now? We're gonna do that eye thing.
Oh God. Oh yes.
Okay, so start with a pencil, and I think you told me that you have a
did.
Beauty for Real, a black eyeliner pencil, right?
I do. Yes, I do.
So now we're going to use that as the basis for the smoky eye. So here's what I like that you're really paying attention. I love this.
I am a good student. That's why I'm
I
a
love
good
that.
teacher, because I'm like, yes,
You
I
gotta
have
listen.
it. I'm ready.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so this can be done with any color at all, eyeliner pencil, but we're going to use black. And what we're doing is we're building a little bit of foundation for like the depth of the color. When you do a smoky eye, the whole thing is that you want it to be darkest at the lash line. So
Yeah.
like, let's say really intense black at the lash line, which is what we're going to do. And then as it goes up away from your lash line, it starts to fade and get lighter and lighter and lighter. Don't be
Okay.
scared.
I'm a little scared.
So I'll do one first
Okay.
and watch me, and then you can do yours.
Okay.
How's that?
Okay.
All right.
That's great. Okay.
So I'm going to start here right at the lash line. And this is Black Magic, which is like a really true, and I think that's the same one you have.
Ooh, I do. Yes. Black Magic.
Black. Yeah. Okay. So really intense at the lash line. And anytime you're doing liner at all, you want to make sure that you get right down into the roots of the lashes so you don't see like any gaps of skin.
Okay.
And then
How
what you'll
can you do that with one hand? Look how, like, you're such a professional. You're like, let me just do it with my one arm.
And how do you do that piaffe with one hand? Okay, so
Good point.
okay, then
Good
as we
point.
go up, right, you're going to let it get like a little bit, you know, lighter, less product as you go up in, and then follow. Let's see where the crease of my eye is, where the contour
Yeah,
of the
you
eye
go
is.
that high. Oh boy.
You're going to want to go just a little bit above that. Now what you do is you take your finger, and you can do this with a brush too, but I'm kind of assuming that you don't have one. So
You're right.
I'm going to do it with my finger, and it makes I always do it with my finger anyway. It's easier for me, but a lot of people like to use a brush.
Mine's gonna just look like a black eye if I do that.
No, it's not. Here's what you got to do. Make sure that at the base of the lash line right here, it stays really like a solid black, right? And then I'm going to go back in and put a little bit more, because what this should look like is just a gradation of color. There shouldn't be a line anywhere. It just goes from really solid, and then just above the lash line, like, see how I'm looking straight at you, you see a little bit of the darkness above the crease, right?
Yep.
That makes sense?
Yep, it makes sense. See, this is how everybody feels. I'm like, so do you understand the half pass? They're like, I do. That doesn't mean I can do it. Okay.
I know how that feels,
okay.
Obviously.
Oh God. Okay, here I go.
Yep. So just make a really nice liner all the way across.
Okay.
Okay. Now, once you get that on, start on the lower lid. You're going to dot it on. And don't worry about if it's not even or if it doesn't look perfect, because you're going to blend it out anyway. But more at the base, and then as you go up, you get it just the dot, you know, less and less and less.
Oh my God. That's not working.
Okay, so here's the difference about what you do and what we're doing now is that eyeliner is not going to kill you if you do it wrong.
I'm like dabbing it, like it's not working. Oh my God.
Your eyeliner went on creamy though, right? The eyeliner part itself?
Pretty creamy.
Okay, good.
All right. Oh God. Okay, darker down here. And then like less up here. Okay. I feel like I got the dots on right. So
okay,
now,
so just take your finger and squish it out a little bit. And use your ring finger. It usually applies the least amount of pressure, and I don't know. That's what us people always advise people to do. So now, are you seeing any of the depth, like and blend it up so that when you look straight ahead, you see a little bit up above the contour of your eye, above the crease of your eye.
I think it's happening.
Yay!
Okay. Something's happening.
And then just follow the shape of your eye when you're blending it out, JJ. Just around like this, following the contour of your eye.
Does everyone do this with their mouth open?
Yeah, pretty much. I think you kind of have, I don't know what it is. Something about like when you put mascara on and when you do this, you open your mouth. Because I don't know what it does to your eyes, but it just happens.
I feel like you look nice when you do it. And I'm like, oh. Like, I think it's something happened. Okay,
so are you like, it looks good, right?
Yeah.
Now, something to keep in mind when you're blending it out and when you're applying, and this is sort of a general rule for eye makeup in general.
General rule. Okay.
General rule. Here we go.
Bullet point.
If you draw a line like this from the outer corner of your nose, like lay your pencil and then around the outer corner of your eye like that.
Yeah.
Don't go below that with your dark color. Just keep it up, you know, use that as a guideline to not go below, because if you do, it starts to pull your eye down. And you always want to be your eye up and out.
Nobody wants a downer. Nobody wants a downer.
We always want an upper.
We want to be up.
Yeah. Okay. So now what by doing this pencil underneath any eyeshadow or anything that you're going to put on, it really gives it more longevity. It keeps it on forever, for one thing. And it also makes it look more blended and more depth, like that. You know, the smoky eye is supposed to be kind of sultry and have depth.
Sexy.
So that's what we're, exactly. That's what we're creating. I can't wait for Richard to see you. He's going to be like,
we'll have to get his, he'll be like, whoa, glad I married you. Look at your sexy smoky eye.
Should we do the other one now? Are you ready?
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't go too far ahead with the skills on the one side without keeping the other one close behind.
And now, just FYI, these pencils are 100% waterproof. Like, you could literally swim underwater in them and they don't budge. But
no pressure, but it's permanent.
No pressure. No, you can't take it off. But with that though, you have to blend them. Like, once you put this on, you've got about 15 seconds to blend it. So it's a good idea to do one eye and then do the other eye, rather than doing them both, you know, and then try to blend them, because by the time you get to the second one, it may be too late.
It's gonna be like permanently on there.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's happening.
Now what you got to do is look in the mirror and make sure that both of them look alike, which is always the next challenge.
I got a little bit over here. I don't know why that went over there.
And then if you feel like you got too far over, you can do like you did, wipe it off with your hand, or just, you know.
So I'm like, is this a real move? Is this like a professional move? I think it looks pretty good, actually.
Yay, JJ. Whoop, whoop. Awesome, girl. All right, so now what we can do.
Are we done?
Actually, you could be, because you could just do that and put mascara on and you'd look great. But I think we should put a little eyeshadow on. It looks like something's there. Let's do a little eyeshadow, shall we?
Oh boy. Yeah.
Yes, now
I am facing my fears.
You had a couple of colors. So you have a couple brown shades, right?
I do, yes.
Okay, so take the darkest one first.
Okay.
And browns are good because they're neutral, and you know, everyone can wear them. They look
exactly. You can't mess it up too bad.
Not too badly. No.
Famous last words from the professional over there. Okay, what do I do with the dark?
All right, so what you're gonna do, I'm gonna use one of our eyeshadow sticks, which I know you've got powder shadows palettes, which is great too. Either one will work. But what I love about these is that if you drop them, they don't break, for one thing. I don't know how many eyeshadows in my life I've dropped on the floor and broken, but
oh yeah.
And also that they're waterproof and crease proof. So they, again, wear like forever, and they're really easy to put on and really easy to apply. So what I'm going to do, and you can do this with same thing with your powders, and we're going to do this all with fingers. Okay. Use your finger.
Take the brush away.
So make sure that you don't have a lot of black on your finger to start with. So just kind of wipe it off. And then I'm going to put it on with this stick, but you can do the same thing. Just dip your finger into your powder, right? And do the darkest color first. And you're going to put it right over what you put on here on your lash line. And up, put it up to about the bottom of where the crease starts.
Okay. So like the whole eyelid.
Yeah. And, again, you want to keep it deepest at the base. Ooh. And then as it goes up, it's a little bit lighter, right? I'm putting on kind of a plum color. What color is yours? You got brown, right?
I got brown.
Is it like a chocolate kind of color, or a little lighter, cinnamony?
Probably cinnamony.
Cinnamony? Okay, perfect. I
mean, I don't know the technical makeup. That's brown.
You could do, with black, it's really great because you can put any color over the top of it. Like this could be, dark blue. It could be dark green. It could be, I'm doing plum, you're doing brown.
I think something's happening.
Yeah, it looks good.
Can you see something's happening?
I think it looks great. It looks really good.
Okay. I'm getting a little less scared. Don't be scared.
Good news is it comes off. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
That's the fun thing about makeup. If you don't like the way it looks, you can take it off. It's easy.
Oh, it seems easy. I always tell that to my students, like, don't worry, like, don't function from a place of being scared to make mistakes. That's how you learn.
See,
but I know I need to take my own advice.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Okay, so now at this point, JJ, again, you could stop if you wanted. You could put your mascara on, and you'd have a nice, easy, simple, smoky eye, right? Yeah. But let's just go one step further, because why not? Your skin looks amazing, by the way. When you hit the light, it's like so glowy. I love that. Okay, now do you have a brown color that's a little bit lighter?
I do.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is you're going to take the lighter color, and you're going to go back into it again. I'm using my finger. This one is
finger, or should I change fingers?
If you wipe it off, you're good. Just wipe it a little on tissue or something so that your finger is void of color. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go into the crease.
Okay.
Like over the top edge.
This is the magic part. Yes.
The top edge of that black, and you're just
going to blend about context, people. In the crease. Ooh. Yes.
So what you've got then is deepest at the lash line, and then it just fades up, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Happening. Is it working?
I think so.
Yay. See how happy
I think I'm doing it. I am doing it. Working. I'm such a good teacher.
Okay, so again, back and forth until you get it really nice and soft. And what you want to have happen is that on the top edge of all of this color is that it just drifts into your skin where you don't see a line or a smudge or anything. It just goes softly into nothing. Good. Make sure that you're good here, that you didn't get too low. You can kind of keep
look
pulling.
How good yours looks. Wow.
Oh, thanks. Ooh. JJ. Does it look good?
Wow.
Thank you.
Hashtag goal.
It better.
Gotta get the upswing. How about that?
You know what? I'm gonna call on you one day. It might be a long time from now. Hopefully it happens before my demise. Is that I'm going to call on you to teach me how to do a canter zigzag. How's that?
Deal. I'm a lot less nervous about that than I am about eyeshadow.
Okay, so that's pretty much it for unless I think maybe what we should do, just because you don't have to do it all the time, but then we'll know how to do it, is let's do a little bit underneath the eye too. How do you feel about that?
God.
How are we doing, JJ? You feeling good?
I'm getting more comfortable with my uncomfortable, because I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does look good. It looks great. Good for you. Do you
feel
have an
fancy.
eyeshadow? Do you have an eyeshadow brush?
I don't even know what that is. I mean, like, no, I don't have any brushes. I mean, I got like a tiny brush. Does this count? This guy? No, he's a little brush.
Hold it up against. Oh, is that a mascara or a? Okay, yep.
A little eyeshadow brush. This is a little guy.
Yeah. Okay. You can use that, and I'm gonna show you what kind we're gonna get you, because I need to send you one.
I have like 1,000 brushes for the horses, but I got nothing. I just got this little tiny thing.
Okay, we're gonna work with that, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you one of our Beauty for Real brushes. This is really great because I don't know if you can see it, but it's sort of like a flat, little stiff flat brush.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Which allows you to get detail. So let's go under the eye and try it with that. We're going to do it with that one, but when you're doing it, make sure you just get the very tip of it into the color so that you can give it a little bit of direction. So I'll use
Should I use this side instead?
Yeah, whatever is more flat, you know what I mean? So that you can get like a kind of a pointed.
Okay. And do I pick the same color I went on my upper brow?
Do the deeper color, the deeper brown, the first one you did.
Whoa, ooh, are you sure?
It's okay. What you want to do, here, watch, I'll do it and you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm doing my deeper eyeshadow color. This one is Midnight Marathon, the plum. So you kind of just go underneath, you tuck it under your lashes, right?
Okay.
And you put it as close to your lashes as you can. And then just kind of smudge it like that. It's not hard. It's easy.
Smudge, just smudge it a little bit, you know.
Connect it out here on the outside corner.
Okay.
And you only want to go about halfway in. Don't go all the way to the inner corner. So just go about halfway in. So it's a little thicker on the outside, and as you go in, it just disappears into nothing.
Yeah. The whole beauty of the blend.
Right on,
sister. It just disappears into nothing.
Right.
I feel like it's not working.
Well, I'm going to help you when we, I'm going to send you.
When you can get your hands on me.
No, I'm going to help you. I'm going to send you one of these brushes because that'll help, because when you have the little flat end, like you see it, you can see how flat this is, that you can really tuck it up underneath your lashes. That's the trick. But also know that if you don't really like it underneath your eyes, you like it better with it clean under your eyes, then you don't have to do that step too. What
would be the benefit? Like, how would I decide I should put it on the bottom? What do I need?
I think it's okay. There are a couple considerations. One is, making sure with what I put on, it doesn't move all day long. So I'm good. But if you feel like it's gonna, go smudge around underneath the eye, sometime that's where it's going to happen first. So if you're using, like a regular powder shadow, if you feel like it's going to move, that's one thing to think about. This just makes it, kind of gives it that a little bit more of that smoky, like you said, sultry, sexy kind of thing.
And so like a little pop.
Exactly. A little nighttime activity.
Nighttime activity. All right.
I think it looks good.
I think it looks pretty good too.
And it kind of also putting it underneath can also, really make your eye look bigger too. So your eyes look quite nice and big. So now I think we're ready to, just one more thing that you can do is put a little bit of a highlighter on. So I think you've got like a really light sort of a pearl or a champagne color shadow there.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. I'm going to use the shadow stick again, which I definitely have to get this for you. You're going to love this. Okay. So this is something that you can, this is a application tip that you can use all the time, every day, even just like going to the barn, because what it does is it just brightens your whole look. So take a little bit, use your finger again, take a little bit of the color, the light kind of pearl champagne, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it, I'm thinking.
Yep, a little shimmer.
Okay. And just put it right on the inside corner of your eye.
Oh, yes. I remember you doing this when you've done my makeup for the Brook shoot.
Yep. And what it does is it just kind of illuminates that whole area and brings a lot of light and just makes it look really fresh and yummy.
Fresh and yummy.
And then what a lot of people like to do, which I don't usually do because I've got a really pronounced brow bone, and I think you kind of do too, but
I do too. Yeah, this guy right there. Yeah.
so a lot of times people will put the same color up here on the brow bone to kind of highlight that, which, you know, brings it forward, makes it look bigger, which you and I
Oh
don't
yeah,
need.
like up here. You put
Yeah,
it up
and
here.
it just gets really shimmery. So I'll show you what it looks like, but I usually don't do it because my brow bones are gigantic.
I think I got big ones too.
You know how they say you can't be too rich or too slim? Well, you can have brow bones that are too big.
We are
Good.
embracing our imperfections.
That's right. All right, now, ready for mascara?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. That
This
I
is
feel really comfortable with that. I see I'm like enthusiastic about that because I'm like, yeah.
Okay, do you
I
curl
feel-
your lashes?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
This
I
is
don't
a
even curl my
step that
hair.
you want to do. You want to do this, it makes a huge difference. So everyone's
Oh
seen
my
eyelash
God.
curlers,
Ugh.
and sometimes they scare people, but
Yeah, it
you
scares me.
you put your lashes in it, you get it up the, you know, the base, the little pad right up to your lash line, and then you're sort of looking down while you do that. Put the lashes in and squeeze down, and then you pull it out a little bit, squeeze again, pull it out a little bit, squeeze again, and just
Ooh.
till you get to the very tips, and that gives you a nice round curl rather than a straight angle. And what this
Okay, I got
does,
kind of round. I got kind of curly. I got
you're
mine
curly
curl
already.
up anyway. Yeah,
See what I'm
because
doing with my mouth?
yeah. Ooh,
And
I can't do that.
well, you
Good
know
thing that
what?
they go up already because I'm like,
That's good. Because what it
it's
does is
like
it really lifts your eye so that when you put your mascara on, your eyes are really open and lifted.
lifting up. Okay,
Okay, mascara.
here
Now,
we go.
JJ,
Yes.
I know you've had this, and I'm going to get it for you again because this has seriously become like our go-to must have. Like everybody loves
Okay.
this mascara, and a good. It's got a tiny little brush.
Okay.
So it goes really close. So when you're putting your mascara on, there are a couple
Yeah.
tips. You
Okay.
want to get as close to the base of your lash line as you can. So you want to get really close to your skin on the base.
Okay. Do not poke your eye, people.
And don't poke your eye out.
Yeah.
But and you want to get really into the corners.
Ooh.
Go into the inner corner and really make sure all of those little tiny eyelashes on the inner corner are covered with product.
Okay. I'm actually gonna work on my own ambidexterity and put the left one out on my left hand. Ooh, personal challenge. Don't poke the eye.
Don't poke the eye. And then
Don't
get all the little little ones on the outer corner of your eye as well, because then you're giving your eye the size, right? You've got the inner and the outer corner covered really well so that your eye has more width. Because you want big eyes, baby.
Ooh, big eyes, baby.
And that's why I love this little brush, because it helps you get into all the, you know, in all the little spaces. And it's hollow on the inside, so it holds a ton of product. Super volumizing, super lengthening, as you can see. Oh, look at you.
Wow.
Your eyes are looking good.
Look at you. You are good. I feel fancy a little bit.
Is it Friday? It is Friday. Night on the town. I wish. So what are you guys doing for your anniversary tonight?
I have no idea. Maybe we're gonna go get a Christmas tree. That's really exciting around here.
All right.
I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride all day, and then we're gonna eat dinner and maybe get a Christmas tree.
Got it. Sounds good.
Ooh, the last piece. Your eyes look so. Look at your lashes.
Look at your. I'm telling you, this is the best mascara. I'm gonna get you that. I'm gonna get you that eyeshadow brush.
Hook me up. Okay.
When are you coming? You're coming after the holidays, right? Down to Florida?
Yes, like the beginning of January.
I can't wait to see you guys. It's starting
Now
to get fun around here.
The blush.
Okay, then we're gonna go to Blush and Glow.
Oh God. Okay.
So this is another fabulous miracle product. And I know that you said you're a little afraid of this. So on one end you have your blush, right? So if you take the caps off.
Yeah. Yes. Bright.
Okay. And you've got the pink and I've got the coral. I think you've got pink. Yeah.
Yes, in the pink and Get Lit.
Okay, so this is not scary at all. So
Okay.
take your handy dandy finger again with no product on it, right? And you're gonna just rub it around on it a bit. Pick up some
Which color?
The pink.
The color. Oh
Yep,
God. Okay.
the colored one. Don't be afraid.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
Okay.
now find the apple of your cheek. So if you smile, that
Right there?
round, yeah, and just
That
put
is-
it right in the center first, okay? Just pat your finger in the center first, and then go around that so that you're diffusing the edge of it. And then
Should
you
I
can
be
go
smiling
up.
while I'm doing it?
Yeah, you can smile. And then go towards the top of your ear, like back towards your hairline, top of the ear. So the concentration of color is at the center of your apple of your cheek, and then it just kind of blends up into the hairline, top of the cheek. I mean, towards the top of your ear. So like right here.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, when you're putting this on, just by, you know, touching your skin a lot, you sometimes get a little bit of extra color. So let's see if it starts to tone down a little bit after you're done patting it.
Okay.
Blend it back a little bit more.
Okay. Hold on. Getting overwhelmed. Blend it back.
Yep. Do like this,
New
JJ. Tap it. Go like this.
Tap it.
There you go. And as you're tapping it, you're going to move it slightly. So it's almost like you're pushing it into your skin.
So
right?
don't rub it. Because I'm like, oh, it's too dark.
Right. Yeah. Just kind of, you know.
I feel like the left one looks pretty good.
So
Move
give it a minute on
softly.
the other side too, because, you know, when you're
I was
rubbing your
rubbing.
skin, yeah, it'll start to get a little red anyway. So just let that calm down. Shall we do the highlighter?
Calm down, everybody. Everybody just calm down. What? Get the lift?
Highlighter. So the other side is your highlighter. So you've got blush on one side,
Yep.
highlighter on the other side, which is super handy dandy.
Okay.
And you use your finger again, your magic finger.
Magic finger.
And on the top of your cheekbone. So this is a highlighter. So you want
up here.
to, yep, like feel where the top of your cheekbone is, and you're just going to pat that right on top of it. And again, don't exactly what you're doing, tapping rather than like swiping, right? Because this
don't
works.
Swipe. Don't swipe right.
Don't swipe. It just kind of works to sort of press the product right into your skin rather than, you know, because you don't want to wipe off your concealer and the product that you have underneath that. You're just working this into it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
And what happens is you are already glowy and illuminated, but now you're going to be really glowy and illuminated. It just catches the light and really illuminates your skin. It looks great.
Ooh,
So
yes,
on top of the cheekbones, and then what you can do, this is a little tip to create a lot of volume for your upper lip. Like if you want to have nice full upper lip, is put a little bit right here on your Cupid's bow. And then when, like, let's say you were going to, you know, a wedding or an evening thing or whatever, you can also put it on the top of your, like your shoulders, on your cheek, on your, what are these called? Collarbone.
Yeah.
You know, it looks really good there too. But I think with a sweater and riding clothes, we don't need to do that. Okay. How are you looking now? How's the red, the blush? Is it good?
Much better.
Yeah, I think it kind of calms down. So that's the thing where I think sometimes when you put it on, like you're saying, oh my God, it always looks so red. It's probably because you panic initially.
I've been
because
rubbing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely,
okay, so
I think I was rubbing it way too.
Should we do a little lip? Let's do a little lip.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna do a couple different things, I think, in the lip department. You know, it's tough right now because we're wearing masks all the time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's no fun.
But you definitely want to have some hydration on your lips too, though, because otherwise they get so dry, you know, under there. And, you know, if you're not around a lot of people, like what you do most of the time, you're not wearing a mask most of the day, right?
No.
Yeah, so you're able, so you want to wear a little lip balm. And I think the lip balms, which is, you know, your color is the JJ, which I'm loving.
It looks very bright, people. It's not that bright.
And you've
'Cause
got
you have
Allie
two.
too, right? Yeah, I have
I do have
JJ. Of course
Allie.
I do. Of
Yeah.
course I do.
I have Allison, which is Allison Springer.
Yep.
Good student of mine. She's amazing. Amazing event writer. Good friend. And then I
That's
have my
awesome.
Allie, which is a
Allie
little
Brock,
more
another good friend of
calm, a little
yours.
calmer. One of my best friends and my trainer. And then there's me.
JJ.
Right.
All right, let's make it let's make a deal. I'll do the JJ
Okay.
and you do the Allie.
Okay.
Do you have a lip pencil?
Okay. No.
Okay, I'm going to show you something that's magic because this is another thing that I got to make sure you get.
Okay.
Now, I know this
I
is an
trust
extra
you.
step, but think of those days when you really want to look fab, right? I don't expect that you would do this every day, but on the days when you do want to look extra fab, this is huge. Okay. So this is a neutral lip color. So I have a little bit of my highlighter. I don't know if you can see it on my upper lip, right? Okay.
Yours looks good. Mine does not look like that.
Where you need to put more on. So this lip pencil matches lip tone. So most of us are a little bit crooked. First of all, our lips, like one's a little more full, one side than the other. And something that happens as we age, as our upper lip line especially starts to dissolve and fade. So this kind of reestablishes that. And you can cheat just a little bit because, you know, full lips are where it's at, right? I'm going to show you. I'm going to do just one side and then we'll look at the difference. Now you don't want to go crazy and completely overdraw it because then you'll look like that woman who's wearing lip liner that's way overdrawn, and we don't want to do that. But you can just do it like on the outside of your lip line, right?
Okay. Well, that looks good.
Can you see the difference?
Wow. Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
It is crazy.
It's really crazy. Okay, so
wow.
And it doesn't look, you'll see when I get all the lip color on, it doesn't look weird.
It looks good.
So I'll do the other side now. And this is.
How can you talk and do that at the same time? I'm like, my lips are helping. I'm like watching you and I'm like.
Okay. So now they're even, they're full.
Wow.
And they're a little bit fabulous, we hope. So what we could do is we could put on, I'm going to put JJ on just because in honor of JJ and it's her anniversary. So come on.
Exactly.
But you know, we have these really cool little lip glosses too that I love.
Oh, I love those.
Mirror, and
I love those.
And then in the light is in the cap. So when you're doing this, it's super handy dandy.
Yeah, they're actually all in my purse because I love those.
These are fun for a lip gloss. I mean,
and you put that on before your lipstick.
I would put it on after, or just you know, put the pencil on and then just put lip gloss over the top of it, and you've got a really great. But if you're wearing a mask, if you're wearing
Allie's
a mask,
gonna help me get Apollo to the International Grand Prix.
So don't do a lot. Do like 2 swipes. There, done. Because
that's it.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna wear a mask, you can wear this lip balm under a mask. If you do just like a light application, it won't transfer to the mask. Of course, you can do as much as you want, JJ, because you're not going to put a mask on. But you know, you can't really wear lip gloss under a mask. It's going to transfer and look funky. But this you can, and this is all 100% natural, super hydrating. So it's really great to wear under the mask. Yeah. Hello. I'm going to put JJ on.
Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah.
See, it's not that pink.
It looks soft... so good. It's pretty.
It's nice. I love this color.
It's really pretty. Yes. All right.
So here's the deal. We're Brooke USA girls.
Yeah.
So if people were to go to beautyforreal.com, first of all, they would receive, using the code Brooke20, a 20% discount.
Wow.
And then we're going to donate 10% of the sales to Brooke also.
Yay!
In your
Thank
name,
you.
In your name, Miss JJ Tate.
Yes, yay! These are highly recommended. Game changers, life changers. But clearly, I need some brushes, which we learned. Oh, and the mascara.
Yeah, mascara is the bomb.
Yes, and of course, everybody should buy the JJ. Because look how beautiful Leslie looks. That looks really pretty.
It's great, right?
It's like happy but glamorous.
And I can put my horrible mask on and it doesn't transfer. Yay!
Oh, Hey,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, this
So let's
was
see you.
so great.
I want to see you in the,
I
yeah.
know.
What do you
I
think?
feel like
How do you
I'm gonna go
feel?
outside. I'm gonna take this outside. I feel great.
Look
I'm
at
gonna
your
go outside to the
eyes.
natural light.
Good for
I
you,
know. Ooh,
girl.
is that too bright? How about
I
that?
think it's good.
Is it happening?
And you know what? I
Happening?
like it with your nude alley lip, because now the focus is really it's all about your eyes, which these days, wearing masks all the time, you really, when you're wearing makeup,
The
you want to
lighting
focus
is
on the
like
eyes.
not great.
No, you can,
Oh,
it
that's
looks
okay.
good. We can see you.
Did I do it?
I
Did
like
I
your
do
glowy
it? I
cheeks.
feel like
Your
I did
cheeks.
it.
Yeah, your skin's really glowy too.
I feel like it happened. I did it.
You did
I'm feeling
it.
really accomplished. I did
It
it.
didn't hurt.
The dog.
You didn't get hurt.
There's Lucy. Kayla's here. Exactly. Exactly. Nothing. Oh, look at my eyes. Wow.
Good, right?
Whoa. Yeah. I did it. I can't believe it. Oh, that's bad. Too much brown. Wow. Look at. That's so exciting.
Now, do you feel
I
confident that
did
you can do it again, right?
Yeah. I do feel like that. Look at that. Smoky eye. I was really scared I was gonna look like a raccoon.
No, I
And then be
think you did
like,
great.
someone hit me in the head.
Now,
That's
let me
good.
ask you this. Do you feel like you could just like, you're going to walk out the door and you're going to leave it just like that and you're going to feel fine all day, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it doesn't feel like caked on at all. It just feels like, because sometimes it's like if I put too much on your like eyeshadow, then it feels like it's like a little bit, like on my eye. And I don't feel like I
Yeah,
had
you
anything
can feel it.
on my
It
eye right
feels
now.
light. You know, it's so funny, JJ, I have to tell you a
Yeah.
story. About 2 weeks ago, we were doing a photo shoot for Noltrex, the Noltrex vet, that injectable joint thing. And I was shooting with them, several different vets. And then we went to Shannon Dweck's because she was going to talk about it. So I get there, she's on a horse, she's sweating like crazy, right? We get off, and I can tell, and we'd never met before. And I could tell, I'm with
She's
Johnny
so
Robb,
great.
and she's like, I don't really wear makeup. I don't really want to wear, I could tell. She's like, oh God, there's a makeup artist here. This is horrible. She's going to make me look like the Mac counter, right? So I just put a little bit of MVP, a little blush and glow. She had mascara on, a little lip balm, and that was it. I had to go because I had to go somewhere else. So, and she was lovely, but I could just tell she was just like, oh God, I'm so afraid of you. And so a couple of days later, she sends me a text and she goes, I looked so amazing. And I love that stuff so much. Can you come to my house and do it again and show me how to do it? And I was like,
I know.
absolutely. And it was, because I think a lot of times when people, hear about makeup, or a makeup artist especially, they think of, the counter where you get done up and then you have to go home and take half of it off because it looks too heavy and it feels horrible. So I'm happy to hear that you don't feel like that.
No, it feels really natural. And really, I think it looks really good, if I don't say so myself.
Yay! I love it.
Thank
you look
you
great.
so much. I'm all ready to teach my lessons and ride my horses and celebrate my anniversary.
I love it. That's so great. And I can't wait to see you guys when you come down. I'm looking forward to your arrival in Florida.
Yes, me too. Me too. And happy holidays. And thank you so much, Leslie. And everybody check out the Brook and use the 20% discount so you can get yourself all fancied up for the holidays and every day, because why not just be great every day? Thank you guys. Thank you, Leslie.
Bye.